welcome to Coffee with Katharyne. Coffee, Katharyne. Hey, I'm Katharyne Shelton. I present the Treasure Hunting with Katharyne Spreecast every Saturday, and I have a Facebook group, Treasure Hunting with Katharyne. And Treasure Hunting is mostly for people who work from home and who are building their own businesses, selling on eBay, selling on Amazon. It's for people that hunt for treasure wherever they can, whether it's in retail stores, whether it's in yard sales, estate sales, rummage sales, in their own attic, on their bookshelves. And treasure is anything they can find and sell at a profit. This is a slightly different thing I'm doing. The Coffee with Katharyne thing, I'm going to be talking more about just the facts of working from home, being an entrepreneur, building your own business, and just working on a kind of different level from a lot of the rest of society. And I guess it's a way of connecting, because it can be kind of a lonely business when you're just at home packing boxes and shipping things out. So my very first Coffee with Katharyne was inspired. Last night I posted in my group, in the Facebook group, about Chris Green's book that was on sale. Awesome book. His book Arbitrage, his first book Arbitrage, pretty much got me started selling on Amazon. So if I can return that favor and post about that was what I did. And one member of the group, a really good friend of mine, Cool Toad's Sean Murphy, who has his own Toadcast, a hangout about selling on eBay, he said, I have that book, and I forgot that I had this book, just because when I was learning all this, it was such information overload. There was so many products out there and so much information. And I think he's right, but I don't know if it's information overload or idea overload. And I think this is something I have a big problem with, is idea overload. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that and what you can do with that as an entrepreneur and turn it from a kind of overwhelming, paralyzing thing into a big, positive, happy, awesome thing, which it is. I mean, if you have too many ideas going on, that can be pretty awesome. It's just a matter of finding how to focus those. So I think one thing we hear a lot as entrepreneurs, as people who work from home, or as people who are working for ourselves and kind of figuring out the rules as we go along, we hear, okay, you need to have multiple streams of income. You need to be building your business in a lot of directions and just building up what you do. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Keep building your empire. And that can be like overwhelming, like really overwhelming. Like I find it a challenge to make sure I do my Spreecast every week. I really want to do that Spreecast. But at the same time, I'm balancing shipping my products out, sourcing for products. I really want to have a blog. I want to write books. I want to put out videos, more videos. There's a lot of things I want to do. I'd love to have another Facebook group. I'd love to build in the directions of more business, more motivation, more positive thinking. I'd like to build in so many directions. At the same time, I have kids, I have a partner, I have a lot of things going on. And it can be overwhelming because you watch Spreecasts and you watch podcasts and hangouts, and it's really easy to get into this like mindset that every time you watch something, and I do this all the time, I watch so many Spreecasts and things like that, and I get super motivated watching them. I get really excited because I see all these ideas, and every time someone mentions something, I'm like, oh, I could do that, and also I could do this and this and this and this. And I find myself wanting to like sell wholesale, sell private label things, go hit a trade show, go hit a conference, make a video, write an ebook, write a real book, go on TV, make a video, make a Spreecast. Like, it's too much. It is it's too much. Even if you get up at 4 a.m. and you work till 9 p.m., that's crazy town. It's good. It's good to build what you're doing, but it's really easy to be sidetracked trying to do what everyone else is doing and watching what everybody else is doing. And the problem is, you see like the mass of people around you. And so one person might be writing an ebook, one person might be putting out a video, one person might be on Instagram, and suddenly you're like, oh, everyone's doing Instagram pictures and ebooks and videos and no, it's it's about you. And I think this is the really super important thing here, that at some point you need to just have blue sky thinking. The sky is nice and blue and clear, um, and you can be anything right now. I was chatting to a good friend of mine yesterday, and I told him my grandmother, she had a big change of heart in her 70s. She got bored of being retired and she went to college and she got a master's degree. I think she was 78 when she graduated. And she moved to the other side of the world. She moved to California to get a degree. It's never too late. There's no excuses in that department. So let's imagine you can be whatever you want to be. And I want to talk about artistry here, because I think artistry and business are kind of the same thing. There's something that is special to you. There is something that you do really, really well. In fact, there's a lot of things that you do really, really well. And that's what makes you kind of different from everyone else. And it's really important to hold on to that when everyone else is like, okay, I'm getting a VA, I'm going to the trade show, I'm going to this, I'm sourcing this, I'm selling all these products, I'm doing books, I'm doing media. And I watched I think it was Peter Molius and the Amazing Flips and Tips, and something he said resonated with me, about bringing down your SKUs. It's really easy to end up with this huge bloated inventory at Amazon. And I'm guilty of this. Stuff I thought that was great last year is now kind of gathering dust. And you need to kind of focus down, because there might be a guy next door who is just, I don't know, he has access to Grandma Brown's Fudge Company, and they have a deal and he's selling their fudge. He sends in 200 boxes of fudge each week and he makes a lot of money, and that's all he has to worry about. He's not worrying about whether his latest, whether Amazon have banned DVDs, or they've done this, or now he can't sell his health and beauty products, or they've banned some ingredient, because all he's dealing with is the fudge. And I think now, if I was starting all over again, blue sky thinking, I would try and simplify what I do more, and work towards that. I think it's important. I think it's very easy to push yourself in so many directions and want to be doing all these different things. You want to have your blog up, your website, your ebook, you want to be selling on eBay, on Amazon, on Etsy, you want to be doing Yodel, you want to do Craigslist. At some point then you have to look at your blue sky self and say, okay, this is who I am. This is what I really, really want out of life. And a lot of it's going to be like family, relationships, health. Those things are all super important. But also your art, your artistry, and your business, those are important. Those are super important. And you need to figure out what you can do to chase those. Like, have your business dream, your artistry dream, and follow that for a little while. See where you would like that to go. And I'm not a big proponent of where do you want to be in 5 years, where do you want to be in 10 years. I don't know. I've done so many things that I don't think I've ever stayed in one place for 5 years. And everything I've done at every 5 years has been different from what I expected I would be doing. So I'm not a huge proponent of that, but I am a big believer in know what you want to be doing, know what you love, and what would make you happy. That's a big one. What will make you happy? And today, pick one thing. Pick one thing to focus on. Find that one thing, even if it just makes a little tiny shift in what you're doing. I don't know, call a wholesaler. If that's what you really want to do, call a wholesaler in the product line that you're interested in. one thing. Look into a private label. If you want to make fudge, look into a fudge supplier and see if you can private label some fudge. If you want to be putting yourself out there, making videos, make one video. That's what I'm doing today. I'm making my Coffee with Katharyne video. That was my choice today, to do one thing. One thing that will move me in the direction that I would really like to go in. So this is my one thing. Pick one thing today. What's that one thing going to be that's going to shift you, even if it's just a little way on your map, on your compass to where you want to be? What looks interesting today? Ignore the distractions, turn off Facebook for a little while, and spend half an hour on that one thing. And you will accomplish something. You don't have to accomplish everything today. Just do that one thing. Love you all. Bye.